Thursday, October 29, 2020. Hello everyone. Welcome to this new edition of the press review on JDC TV, wherein most papers published today focus on the day of mourning decreed by the head of state in memory of the 7 kids brutally murdered in Kumba last Saturday. We open with municipal updates, which headlines: Kumba school attack, Biya decrees day of mourning. The paper writes that the President of the Republic, Wednesday, October 28, signed a decree announcing October 31st as National Day of Mourning for victims of the Kumba massacre. The same story finds voice in the Guardian Post newspaper, which says that flags across the national territory will be flown at half-mast on that fateful Saturday in honor of the children. The Guardian Post adds that the presidential decision surfaced after a barrage of criticism from overall quarters, with many claiming the head of state had gone silent in the face of an attack on children and education as a whole. And the story continues on page 5 of today's edition of the Guardian Post. As the main headline, the Guardian Post carries armed conflict in Northwest, Southwest, 35 right groups pressure international community to sanction Biya regime separatist. It further indicates that some 15 right groups under the banner of the Global Campaign for Peace and Justice in Cameroon have accentuated pressure on the international community to impose sanctions on the Biya regime and separatists to end the armed conflict in the Northwest and Southwest regions. For more on this, read page 3 of today's edition of the Guardian Post. From the Guardian Post, we move into the Post Weekender, which equally focuses on the Anglophone crisis. Stop the war. Hired protesters, commercial mourners can't end Cameroon's bloodbath. That's the headline proposed by the Post. The paper speaks out against the wailing, thousands of protest marches, millions of condemnations, countless hashtags, which according to it will not stop the current killings, but only political will and the determination of all citizens will. In other news, the Post comes back on the story on the false alarm about Amba School's attack in the Southwest region that caused panic in schools across the region, few days after the Kumba kids massacre. The Gideon newspaper headlines on a similar story: Kumba spill over, gunshot rumors send students in part of Fako scampering for safety. And we end this press review with the Voice Weekender, which echoes Pope Francis' condemnation of the Kumba attack that ripped life off 7 kids who were following lessons at a school. The paper says, as Kumba bleeds, Pope Francis weeps for tormented Anglophones. During Wednesday general audience, the prelate expressed sorrow over the tragic murder of at least 6 kids by unidentified gunmen in Kumba, Southwest region of Cameroon. And the paper quotes him: "I share the sufferings of the families of the young students barbarically killed last Saturday in Kumba in Cameroon. I feel great bewilderment at such a cruel and senseless act which tore the young innocent from life while they were attending lessons at school." End of quote. And for more on this, read page 3 of the Voice Weekender, published this Thursday, October 29, 2020. That was it for today's edition of the press review on JDC TV. Thank you for watching. On to our next edition.